Hello students, before we start our chapter, I would like to request you all to watch our introductory 2 videos given by me so that you will be clear about the 3-step strategy to do Dhamaka in physics exams. We have given the videos in the description box, or you can just click on our videos displayed at the end of this video for either introductory 2 videos or the next videos. Okay then, let's enjoy physics by Mr. Patel, who has a long, profound experience of 29 years of teaching physics in Sainik School Balance.
Example 8.5 on page number 279. The calculate electric field and the magnetic field produced by the radiation coming from the 100 watt bulb at the distance of 3 meters. Efficiency of the bulb is 2.5% only, and it is a point source. This is the sole example. We know that intensity is the power upon area. Energy radiated per second per unit area. The power is the energy per second. Power is the energy per second and upon area. So power is 100 watt and efficiency is 2.5. So multiply 2.5 upon 100. You can write also a percentage. Upon the area is 4 pi r square. So 3 meters. Now what is the area? 113 meters. Suppose the bulb is here. What is the 3 meters? You can draw the circle of what is the area A? This is a R. Then 4 pi r square is the area. 4 pi r square, capital or small. That is the area. You know, correct? So light will be emitted in all directions. So that comes about 100, that is 2.5, correct, upon 100. So 100 will be cut. So 2.5 upon 113, that is comes about 0.22 watt per meter square. Power if it is, athwa joules per second meter square also you can write. Both the units are, you can write. Watt, that is joules per second and into meter square. You can write this way also. Or you write this joules second, that is watt. So watt per meter square also. Now half of this intensity is provided by the electric field and half of the energy is provided by the intensity is provided by the magnetic field. So you know the intensity is given by half I is equal to half intensity is given by epsilon 0 E square RMS into C. That is epsilon 0 E RMS. E RMS is equal to amplitude, that is maximum E0 by under root 2 also. E RMS, first we calculate. E RMS is equal to 0.22 upon epsilon 0 C. That is equal to 0.22 or 0.22 upon epsilon 0, you know, 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12 into velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8, correct. That is volt per meter. What is the unit of electric field? Volt per meter. Or Newton per Coulomb also, you can write, there are different units. So E RMS is equal to 2.9, this comes about 2.9 volt per meter. So now E0 is equal to under root 2 E RMS, therefore E0 is equal to under root 2 into 2.9. E RMS is, this is 2.9. E RMS is 2.9, so E0 is equal to under root 2 into 2.9. That comes about 4.07 volt per meter or Newton per Coulomb also you can write. Now magnetic field. Root mean square value of the magnetic field is equal to root mean square value of the electric field upon C. You know the electric field is stronger, much stronger. So electric field is equal to 2.9 volt per meter, already we have calculated, upon C, velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. And that comes about 9.6 into 10 raised to minus 9. What is the unit of magnetic field? Tesla. What is the unit of electric field? Volt per meter or Newton per Coulomb. So B0 is equal to under, now B0, that is amplitude. Amplitude means maximum. This is a, we have already studied, again I will tell you. Remember, in AC circuit we have studied. This is maximum E0. And RMS is a root mean square. Correct? Details is not in your course, but you have to use this relation. Correct? So it is not mean square, or it is not mean square, or it is not mean. It is, suppose this current is like this, say I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, or B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, not average over the cycle. Even if you take the square, not the mean square, it is a root mean square. It is a root mean square, correct? Root mean square called. That is under root 2 into B RMS. That is under root 2 into, what is B RMS? Already we have calculated 9.6 into 10 raised to minus 9. Under root 2 is 1.4. 41 approximately we have taken. That comes about 1.4 into, or 1.41, and can divide, multiply with this. That is 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 8. Correct? You can see approximately, suppose this product is approximately, you can take as a 14. Correct? 14 into 10 raised to minus 9. So you can write 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 8 also. So E0 answers are, E0 is 4.07 volt per meter, and B0 is 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 8 Tesla. Is the name of scientist. The name is given after that scientist. The example 8.3, exercise example now, to page number 286. What physical quantity is the same for X-rays of lambda wavelength 10 raised to minus 10 meters, red color, LED light on the visible spectrum 6800 Austin unit, and radio waves of 500 meters, wavelength of the radio waves, correct? Radio waves may be from 1 to, the TV waves are from 1 to 10 meters, but radio waves are many kilometers, 10,000 kilometers also even there. What is common? They all move with the same velocity. They all move with the propagate with the same speed. That is speed of light, same speed c, and that is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. What is the unit? Meter per second. They all travel with the same speed, and that is speed of light, correct? All, even with their gamma rays, ultraviolet, infrared, radio waves, microwaves, FM waves, AM waves, all waves, correct? They move, electromagnetic waves, they move with the same speed in space, that there is vacuum. The speeds are different in different media, so you have to write there, they all propagate with the same speed in vacuum, correct? Speed of light in a, that is c equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second in vacuum. You have to write it. It is otherwise incomplete answer. Correct? There is no space, so I am not writing, but you have to keep in mind that you have to write it. Next example 8.4. A plane electromagnetic waves travels in vacuum along z direction. What can you say about the direction of its electric and magnetic field? What is electric and magnetic? If wave propagation is along the z, the propagation is along the z, you can write x or another. So other two, magnetic field and electric field, this is the direction of motion. This is the direction of propagation of wave. So other two, they are mutually perpendicular. They will be in the y-x plane. Y-x plane. So one field will be in y direction, another will be along the x direction. They are all mutually perpendicular. Suppose this is electric field along the y, then this will be a magnetic field direction. This is, you can say Bx, and this is Bay also, correct? Because they are transverse waves and right angle to the, both the fields are also right angle to the propagation, and they are also right angle to each other. Radio can tune to any station in the 7.5 megahertz to 12 megahertz band. What is the corresponding wavelength band? The wavelength, we know the wavelength equation is equal to the velocity c. They are all electromagnetic waves travel with the velocity of light, that is c, is equal to nu lambda. Say for the first wave, say nu 1 and lambda 1. Say frequency is 7.5 megahertz. Say for nu, that is lambda 1 is equal to c upon nu 1. For the first waves, it is 3 into 10 raised to 8 upon nu 1. Say nu 1 is 7.5 megahertz. Then 7.5 into 10 raised to 6. This is meter per second, and this is vibration per second. The answer will be, there is no unit, SS, second will cut, so meter will be the unit, and that is equal to, you can write, this is this power, that is 10 raised to 2, so 300 upon 7.5, that is equal to 40 meters. Correct? The wavelength corresponding to 7.5 megahertz frequency is 40 meter. Let us see for the 12 megahertz, that is for the lambda 2 is equal to 3 into same equation. You have to write the equation. I am writing directly, but you have to note the value, correct? Lambda 2 is, nu 2 is, what is the nu 2? For nu 2, nu 2 is equal to 12 megahertz. Therefore, lambda 2 is equal to c upon, or you can write one equation, c upon nu 2, that is equal to 3 into 10, is a very easy numerical oral answer, you can say, upon nu 2, that is 12 meter. Answer will be, that is equal to 12 into power 10 raised to 6. Again the same way, power 2, 10 raised to 2, that is, you have to write 10 raised to 2 also. You can write 10 raised to 2 or 100, that is 200 upon 12, that is 25 meter. Correct? So, answers are, what is the corresponding wavelength band? Wavelength band is from 40 meters to 25 meters, correct? 40 meters to 25 meters. There is no space, but you don't make it like this, you write systematic way. Use the enough space, you will be provided extra papers also. Note down the value, then write the equation, correct? And then introduce the value in the equation, then get the answer, and again finally show that this is the answer in the column. That is the way to write in the examination, that we will discuss later on the end of the course. Now 8.6, correct? So this answer very small letters, and I am sorry that there is no space. A charged particle oscillates about its mean equilibrium position with a frequency of 10 to 9 Hertz. What is the frequency of EM waves? When charged particle oscillates with the frequency, say this electron is oscillating with the frequency 10 to 9 Hertz. that is frequency nu is 10 raised to 9 hertz. The waves produced will have also same frequency 10 raised to 9 hertz. What is answer? The frequency of the wave emitted will be equal to the frequency of the oscillator. Electron is an oscillator. Here, because it vibrates and it emits the waves, was accelerated charged particle. Not suppose the electron moves with the steady field, it won't emit the electromagnetic waves. Remember, or if electron is rest, it won't also produce, or it hasn't got the any electromagnetic field which vary with the time. Correct? So the electron at rest, that can be it can produce only electric field surrounding it. If electron is at rest, it can only produce electric field, and that is a steady field that cannot change with the time. It changes with the position, but it doesn't change with the time. Not time varying electric field we can see, position varying electric field you can see. If electron is moving with a steady field, see electric current in the wire, the electrons are moving with a steady drift velocity, you know. Then also it will produce a magnetic field surrounding it, and it has an electric field both, but they are not time varying, remember. So only if it is accelerated, the accelerated electron is accelerating. This is already given. That is correct. Charged particle oscillates. Oscillate means accelerate. It accelerates. Electron accelerates, and it produces the electromagnetic waves. Next and the last one, 8.7. Now 3 examples are left in the exercise. Correct. The amplitude of magnetic field part of the electromagnetic or harmonic electromagnetic waves, it is harmonic or oscillating electric field also you can say harmonic or oscillating. That is, wave equation is given by A sin omega t. EM waves in vacuum is B0, that is magnetic field of this wave is 500 nano Tesla. Tesla and for nano, that is 10 raised to minus 9. What is the amplitude of electric field part of the wave? You know that electric field is very high, and the electric field upon magnetic field are related. This amplitude, there is maximum displacement, that is equal to c, velocity of light. Symbols have their usual meaning. So E0 is equal to, therefore E0 is equal to magnetic field times velocity of light into c. C is the velocity of light. Now B0 is given 500 Newton. You have to note it, correct? So B0, there is a space, so I am noting it. B0 is equal to 500 nano Tesla, or you can write 500 into 10 raised to minus 9 Tesla, and c is the velocity of light, 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Correct? Highest speed was measured by Foucault, Fizeau and Foucault, Romer and Michelson. Many scientists, they measure the velocity of light to study after studying the nature of the light. Correct? So this is equal to B0 is given 500. So what is E? E0. Therefore E0 is equal to B0, that is 500 nanotension. So B0 is equal to 500 nanometer, that is 500 into 10 raised to minus 9 Tesla, and velocity of light 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That is is equal to, we can write this is 5 into 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla into velocity of light 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, correct, and that is equal to, this is minus 7 and 8, that is plus 1, correct. So, 550 into, this is, what is that? Sorry, this actually in the answer you will get according to this, but in the actual example this is a 510. So, you take according to that, correct. So, 510 to 10 raised to 9. So, 510 into, this is also you make the correction, 510 into minus 9, correct. So, this power will be, that is minus 1. So, this 0 will be go, that is equal to 51 into 3, and that comes about 153 Newton per Coulomb or volt per meter. You can write anyway, or Newton into Coulomb, correct. This is the answer. So, very easy number. Example 8.8 on page number 286. Suppose that the electric field amplitude of an electromagnetic wave is E0 is equal to 120 Newton per Coulomb, and that its frequency nu is equal to 50 megahertz. A. Determine the B0 magnetic field amplitude, omega angular frequency, K, that is omega by C, and lambda, the wavelength. B. Find the expression for E and B. So, first the B0. B0 is equal to, we know that E0 by C. B0 is E0 by C, velocity of light. So, E0 is given 120 Newton per Coulomb upon 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That is 4 into, this will go up 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla. 4 is 12. Correct. Omega, that is equal to 2 pi nu. That is 2 into pi, 3.14 into frequency 50 megahertz, that is 50 into 10 raised to 6. That is equal to 3.14 into 50 into 2, that is 100, correct. So, 6 power, that is 8 power, it will be 10 raised to 8 radian per second. K, omega by C, omega is 3.14 into 10 raised to 8 divided by C, velocity of light. 8 curved 10 raised to power 8 will be, this will cancel, 3.14 upon 3, almost round about 1, that is 1.05 meter. This is radian per second and meter per second, this will cancel. Radian has no unit, unitless than meter, that is meter minus 1. Now, if wave propagates along the x-axis, now wave equation for E and B, if wave is propagating along the x-axis, then E field will be along the y-axis and B field will be along the z. You can take any axis, suppose wave propagate along the z, and Ex you can take along the y and B along the x also, anyway. So, E is equal to E0 sine, we have here taken as the, it is propagating along the x-axis, and we have taken that E will be along the y-axis, that is correct, and B along the z-axis. So, E is equal to E0 sine kx minus omega t into j. Now, E0 value is already given 120 Newton per Coulomb. The 120 sine k we have already calculated 1.05 meter minus 1, that 1.05 x. Omega also we have calculated 3.14 into 10 raised to 8 radian per second, 3.8 into 10 raised to 8, and t and j. The unit of E, that is Newton per Coulomb, where x is in meter and t in second. Now, magnetic field B, which is along the z-axis, that is B0 sine bracket kx minus omega t. So, B0 is, we have already calculated from this, that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla. Magnetic field unit is Tesla. So, 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 sine k 1.05 into x, omega is 3.14 into 10 raised to 8t. Along the z axis, that is k, and unit Tesla. Now 8.9, terminology of different parts of the electromagnetic wave spectrum is given in the text. We have already seen this spectrum table. Use the formula E is equal to h nu. Energy of a photon is equal to, or wave is h nu. Nu is the frequency of the wave and h is the photon of wave and h is the Planck constant. That is energy of photon. And obtain, that is quanta, and obtain the photon energy in units of electron volt, EV, for different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. In what way are the different scales of the photon energy that you obtain related to the source of EM radiations? What are the sources of those radiation? Now consider the photon energy for a lambda is equal to 1 meter, that is a TeV, is around about 1 to 10 meters, given by c is equal to nu lambda. Velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength, h is the Planck constant, correct. So energy E is given by this energy equation, h into nu. So nu is the frequency, and that is equal to, we know that nu is equal to c upon lambda. So h c upon lambda. H is the Planck constant, 6.6 into 10 raised to minus 34. C is the velocity of light and lambda is the wavelength. We have selected 1 meter. So 6.63 into 10 raised to power minus 34 into 3 into 10 raised to 8. So energy of the photon of wavelength 1 meter is, that is, we calculate this, it is 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 6 electron volt, correct. This is in joules. So 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules is equal to 1 electron volt, correct. So divide by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, you will get in the electron volt, correct. That is already 1 electron volt is equal to electronic charge 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb into 1 volt. The coulomb into volt is joules, that is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. So we want to convert the energy into, this is energy in joule. If we want to convert into electron volt, we will have to divide into this, correct. This 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So divided by this, you will get the energy in the unit electron volt. That is 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 6 electron volt. This is for the lambda is equal to 1 meter. Lambda is equal to 1 meter we have taken. Now if lambda is 10 raised to minus 15, so divide by 10 raised to minus 15 this, correct. Instead of 1, this will be 10 raised to minus 15. If you put the 10 raised to minus 15, this figure will go up, that will be plus, correct. That will be a plus. So plus 15, correct, into minus 6, that is 9. So 1.24 into 10 raised to 9 electron volt. It's a very high energy, energy of a gamma ray, that is due to the transition in the nuclear stages. Suppose length of the wave, electromagnetic wave is 10 raised to, lambda of the electromagnetic wave is 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Then 12 meter into, that is 6, this will be plus, so plus 6. So it will be 1.24 into 10 raised to 6 electron volt, correct. You can divide it. This is lambda, it's very simple. The 1.2, you can write 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by 10 raised to minus 12. This will be plus, so it will be plus 6, correct. Similarly, very simple. So 10, if lambda is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter, then minus 9 will be plus. So that will be power 3, 1.24 into 10 raised to 3 electron volt. This is a visible light 5 into 10 raised to, if lambda is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter. What is the energy corresponding? 7 plus, that is 1. That is 1.24 into 10 raised to 1 electron volt. If 10 raised to lambda is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meter, that is 1 point is a very less energy, 2, 4. This will be plus 3 and minus 6, that is minus 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 electron volt, very less energy. 10 meters, that is 10 raised to 1, that is 10 raised to 5, 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 5 electron volt. And according to 10 raised to 3, that is 3 minus, that is 9, it will be 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 9 electron volt. You can see here it is a plus 9, here it is a minus. This longer is the wavelength, then less is the energy, and vice versa. Now, what is the source? Source for this very high energy, that is a gamma rays, that is due to the transition between two stages in the nucleus. As we know that there are stages in the atoms orbit, there are different energy levels. Similarly, in the nucleus also there are different stages. So gamma rays is a source when transition takes between in the nucleus. Say N is the nucleus. There are different stages in the nucleus, and transition takes between these two stages of the nucleus. There are nucleus energy levels. This is E1, E2, E3, and these are of very high order. That is, it is measured in the million electron volt. So this, when transition takes from this level to this, that is gamma rays is emitted of a very high velocity. Similarly, for lesser energy, this is a nucleus, electrons they revolve, correct? There are different energy levels or in the orbit. So when electron jump from one orbit to the another orbit, there is a radiation photon. And this is very less energy. It is measured in the electron volt unit. 8.10 in the last example. In a plane electromagnetic waves, the E field oscillates sinusoidally at a frequency of 2 into 10 raised to 10 Hertz and amplitude 48 volt per meter. Question: what is the lambda of the wave? Second, what is the amplitude of oscillating magnetic field? Third, show that average energy density of the E field is equal to the average energy density of the B field. Let us see lambda. Lambda is equal to c by nu. C velocity of light, nu is given already. That is 2 into 10 raised to 10 Hertz. The velocity of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8 upon frequency 2 into 10 raised to the power 10. So this is 10 will go up to minus 2, and 3 by 2, that is 1.5. So 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meters is the length of a wave. The B0, you know that B0 is equal to E0 upon C, or E0 is equal to B0 C. So B0 is less always. You remember one equation. Don't try to remember both. So you remember that E0 is more. So B0, that will be E0 divided by C. And that is E0 is given already 48 volt per meter. So 48 upon velocity of light, 3 into 10 raised to 8. That is 3 into 40, that is 16. Correct? This 16, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to power 1 you can write, and this will go up to power minus 8, that is minus 8 and plus 1, that is minus 7. 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 7 Tesla. What is the unit of B field? It is a Tesla. Now average energy density. Average energy density, that is given by the equation UE is 1 by 4, 1/4 epsilon 0 E0 square. Average energy density of B field is UB is equal to 1 upon 4 mu 0 B 0 square. Correct? This is permittivity of a free space and this is permeability of free space. But we know that E0 is equal to CB0. E0 is CB0 and C square is equal to 1 upon mu 0 epsilon 0. Correct? Or C is equal to 1 upon under root mu 0 epsilon 0. So let us take UE first. So UE, electrical energy is 1/4 epsilon 0 E0 square. Now E0 is equal to CB0. So E0 square will be equal to CB0 square. That is C square B0 square also. That is equal to 1/4 epsilon 0. Now C square B0 square. So C square is equal to 1 upon mu 0 epsilon 0. So 1 upon epsilon 0 mu 0 into B square. Correct? So mu 0 cut. So that is equal to 1 upon 4 mu 0 into B square. That is nothing else but UB. So UB is equal to UE. Both are equal.